Not a man. Beyond our prayers, it's 1 week. We believe that we'll be able to.
I think we can make some concessions. I don't get some concessions. Well, Your Worship.
Now this is off the record,
Yes,
obviously.
Your Worship, I'm not used to back and forth.
I know.
And that is the kind of practice I have lived for the last 25 years. Supposing we are inclined to concede to an adjournment for 1 day with a prayer that the accused person be kept in a medical facility under protection, observation and protection of guard of security agency of government, in this case police. But if they want prison to be in that hospital or police, we are amenable, because all we are concerned about is protecting and preserving life. Because what the state is inviting you to do is to do an experiment on the accused person's life, whether he actually will die, whether he's in good or bad condition. We have not had the benefit of receiving from them the report of their police surgeon, because she's talking about want to know the current state. The police surgeon did review the accused person. We are not privy to the report that he made. If they had shared with us, probably it would be a starting point for us, but it's not. We can only relate to the situation as we know it from our side. And I would give them the benefit of doubt that they do not know his condition before here. Now, I'm only speaking from a point that I know how I found him in police custody today, how he has lived before, which is not within their knowledge. As a win-win and stopgap measure, would they find pleasure to concede, as we concede to their adjournment, even for that 1 week, he be placed under medical care, under guard or protection, unless the intention is different, maybe to subdue, maybe for someone to die, or for the medical condition to exacerbate beyond repair. If the intention is justice, and justice meaning a trial of a person that is not dead, then I would invite them to concede to a medical referral, to go to hospital under their guard, limited visitation. Even a government hospital, I am okay, including Malaga, provided it's not a military facility. Then, in exchange, we also concede to the adjournment for that 1 week. Because our proposed roadmap was, if he's in hospital for at least 1 week, he's able to prepare for the cases he's handling, assuming he's granted bail. But we can afford them the time they need to study the document, verify the locations or residences of the persons in issue. We could also, during that time, if they want, we can even provide the LC letters they're asking for. For us, we are ready. Oh, actually, the one from Laro, we do not have the original, but the copy has been sent electronically. And that is how serious we are. With that, you have two sureties whose LC identity is not an issue anymore. Your Worship, we are taking you through this pain, and I would invite you to understand where we are coming from. It is somebody we thought in the last 2 days may not be alive. Luckily, he's here, he's alive. how do we secure his life, but also the interests of justice. I would be very happy to hear a concession from them.
We don't want to go back and forth, because Council Medad has ably applied for bail. The state has not responded to the same, giving their reasons. They need to verify. The issue is not about the letters. The letters have been availed. According to the state, they need time to verify the medical conditions according to them. So I believe in the interest of justice, since there are medical issues presented to court, the state will be given 2 days to respond. Yes, the state will be given 2 days to respond, and that is today's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. In order to save time, why can't state file written submissions in that regard and have them filed electronically? Honorable Medad Segona could rejoin if any, yes, and then court can deliver a ruling on the same. Yes, this is an order of court. Yes, have these 2 days, peruse, file submissions electronically. Council Medad, I believe you can respond
in 1 day.
You can respond in 1 day.
Yes, that's
so
very
that
day.
will be by.
That
No, the state files and serves by Friday. They are given 2 days to verify. The state files and serves by Friday. So the defense will respond, if any, by Monday.
Yeah.
Then can we meet?
I actually don't need Monday.
Since the
it's electronic.
filing is electronic,
Electronic.
we will file on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yes.
Then, if that is the case, then we shall have a mention on Monday, if I have all electronically filed, because sometimes the directives are not complied with. So we can have a mention on Monday. Salongo will be remanded till then, till Monday. The prison authorities are directed to take into account his medical conditions. Specifically, we shall remind him from Action. I think that's where the hospital is. Yes, that is where the hospital is. And then you can have a meet-up with the prison authorities on the issue of your orthopedic bed, such that you can make arrangements and have it available to them. So he will be reminded till...
Before you do that, Your Honor, I'm grateful, first of all. May we take it as an order, yes, that we take. We do not want it from the state if they do not have it.
No.
We will provide the mattress. And organize with prison. We, of course, how to deliver it, we can organize. That's administrative.
Yes, that's what I say, that yes, he will have a meet up with the prison authorities and arrange. Okay, because the prison has its own guidelines. Yes. So he will meet, the family will meet up with the prison authorities and arrange on how the issue of the orthopedic mattress will be delivered or handled accordingly. I guess we are clear on that.
Never surrender. Never surrender. The state will die. Never surrender. Never surrender. Never surrender.
We go, open the move. Sorry, you are going to fall. We go.
Elias
Aliwa? Sakoje.
You know people.
Get away.
His health condition, because since his kidnapped on Monday this week, Monday this week, yes, a search has been on. We mounted a search. We tried everywhere, police stations, and we couldn't find him. We couldn't locate him. And the worst thing is the destruction of institutions in this country. That every person, every single officer, every single responsible person you talk to wanted to avoid trouble. Right from the police and a military officer you talked with would say that one is not our prisoner. The police said they had no knowledge of where he was, and I believe them. We were not told where he is. We knew that he was in custody of some illegal outfit in form of the military. You know, the military is a trespasser in this area. So they trespassed onto police jurisdiction. We went to Natete police station, which is area police, up to the region. They all refused to attend to us. They were saying, we do not know, we don't have him. Go to CID headquarters. We went. They bounced us. We went to KMP where they sent us, and we could not get help. Until last night, midnight, we were looking for him in various police stations, where we would be told sometimes deceptively to disorganize us. And finally, in the morning today, around 10:30, when we got information that he's at Chira, we verified it with our sources, and yes, we found him at Chira. We thank God, because we know that the condition where he has been is much worse. With relation to him being produced in court, definitely we cannot celebrate it as victory, but we can only celebrate the law. At the end of the day, the law may be slow, but the law will prevail over impunity. Impunity, indiscipline, indecency, and all manner of vices have their limits. At the end of the day, the law catches up with all those vices. Now, the medical condition has been worsened by his illegal incarceration. The torture, including physical torture, the apprehension arising out of the torture and uncertainty, being made to sleep on the ground, on a bare ground. Then he was also forced to do physical exercises, even with his frail body. As you see him, as you've known lately, the life he has been living, they forced him to do drills, which have been exhausting, and that caused him to collapse. There are so many things that have been done to him that he has narrated to us, some of which I would rather not mention because of the private nature. And maybe, God willing, one day he will tell the world.
Honorable, there was a challenge raised by the council, now your client, Erias Lukwago. He says most of the individuals talked about to be part of the matter that he's now been charged with are his clients. What does that speak to you as a lawyer?
What it means is the urgency to release him so as to attend to that case. Because the beauty is that it's a separate file. The beauty is that those who are persecuting him know the reason they are persecuting him, and they have given us the reason they are persecuting him. I have sincere hope that he will be out to proceed with the defense of his clients. Because those clients gave us instructions. We cannot abandon them along the way, even in the face of adversity and threats unto our lives as professionals. But we also want to thank those people that have stood with us. It has been trying. We've been tribulating, but there are people who stood with us, even while others chickened and feared to associate because of the brutal nature of the accuser. Many, Uganda Law Society, a society to which we proudly belong, the Radical New Bar leadership, the East African Law Society, the Pan-African Lawyers Union, the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, and the International Bar Association, and all professional bodies, the Muslim Lawyers Association. I think I also saw their voice. It came out. And the various individuals and institutions that came out to boldly say no. Ladies and gentlemen, today it's me, tomorrow it's you. I mean, you've seen that there is a list, that now it is Lukwago, and next it is his lawyer, and the colleague, Honorable Martha Karua. At least for her, she's lucky, she's beyond the borders. Then the next is Semuju. Next, I think, is Barrio Musi, because the man said he wants to jump on Barrio Musi's belly as a bouncing castle. Maybe also thank you to his wife, sister, Charlotte.
Wife.
She's a wife. She's his wife. Yes. Okay, we want to thank her because he said she directed him to release. But we want to ask Charlotte, where have you been with all these happenings? Mama Jane, where have you been with all these things happening?
Police conduct.
And the Genome 7, my brother, where have you been when your son is doing all these embarrassing things to you? I mean, police, where are you? I was surprised that even when they dropped somebody, a torture victim today at Chira, the police did not arrest those bandits. I was surprised. That notwithstanding, this is step one. Oh, thank you, team of lawyers with whom we worked on the habeas corpus. Maybe you need to know that we filed the habeas corpus this morning. And probably it woke them up. And in the habeas corpus, we still named the Muhoozi Kainerugaba. We did not cowardize. First, we want to respect institutions in this country. But nobody is going to respect an institution headed by somebody who does not respect the law. Now, you saw that it extended into the police. You saw how they were brutalizing me, stopping me from entering court. I went to pick documents from my colleagues, the lawyers that had been blocked, Beka Seka Njako, Kabuye and Muizi. Then they refused me to come back. I said, people, my client has been taken to court. They said, no, you're not going. I had to force my way. Why? Is that necessary? But I mean, because it is the way to go if you want to get a promotion here.